on YouTube, back for another shave, and I'm going to split this one into two, so because I have to do a head shave and a face shave, and I don't want to keep the video too long, so I'm going to get right into the shave. So it's been probably like maybe 3-4 days since I've shaved my head again, and I have 2.5 days growth on my face. So I'm going to be using my own soap tonight, which is my Skullbuster soap, and I'm using Kumbaya. It's like a campfire type scent, so it's got some wood scent, some marshmallow and vanilla scents in there. And everybody's nose is different, so you might pick up some of the scent profiles differently than everybody else. But that's the soap. The brush I'm going to be using is my Maggard Razor 26 millimeter knot. Saw Brown Man Shaves pick this one up, as well as Chris Madden from Another Cut Above. And the razor I'm using tonight, I'm happy to be using, which took me a while to pull the trigger on this one, is my Rockwell 6S. And so this is the stainless version. So this comes with 3 base plates here, and whatever number is showing on the bottom, 1 through 6, that's which one you're using. So I'm going to be using an Astra. Let me pull out the paper here. This is one of my go-to blades, Astra Superior Platinum, and comes in the green packages, the green boxes. So this is a brand new blade. You see that there, Astra Superior Platinum. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the blade here. And on these ones, they have the corners numbered, and I think that's for like when they're making the blades, if there's any imperfections or anything, they can say, oh, it's on this side and this corner, whatever. All right, so I have the blade loaded, and if you can see, let me get in the camera there. I don't know if you can see that with my fingers in the way. I don't want to cut myself, but you see the 6 there, 6 R, so that means it's on the 6th setting there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start this shave with my with the head shave, and then when I'm done with that, I'm going to cut it and do another video, so the video is not too long. So let me go ahead and wet my head. I'm going to use some of this Bloom water for to start like a pre-lather going on here. I always got to make sure I wipe my face after I'm done wetting my hair, because I don't want it to get in my eyes, especially when I'm doing the soap water or the Bloom water. So I'm going to wet the brush, because you really don't need to soak synthetics. And they do hold water though. A lot of people say, oh, synthetics don't hold water, but look at this. Dip it in. Okay, you see that? It's leaking like any other brush would. But watch what happens when I squeeze it. See how that water come out? Give it a couple shakes. I don't want too much water in here, so I can let it kind of dry. And you see it's starting to get creamy in there. And give it a good load, nice and heavy, just like I do with any other soap. Because I like to make sure that I have enough soap on there. Alright, that should be good. That should be more than plenty. Nice and pasty in there. Go ahead and wipe this out, put it on here. I gotta use a towel because this stuff's extremely slick. There you go. So I'm going to probably have to put a lot of water in here because it's a fairly thirsty soap. And I don't want it to you gotta make sure when any soap that you use, you gotta make sure you add enough water, because if you don't, you're not going to get the result that you want, and it might seem like it's not very slick, but generally any soap, if you don't put enough water in it, it's not going to be slick enough. Because you can shave with anything. You can shave I make body soaps that I don't really sell, but I make some for me and my wife, and sometimes she'll shave with the bar soap instead of a brush and one of the soaps that we have, whether it's a PAA soap or a Sterling or whatever the soap is. Sometimes she just is lazy and she'll grab it, and it's because that soap is so slick in the shower, lots of water, that it shaves just fine. It doesn't get thick and creamy like this, but it does provide an extreme layer of slickness because it's soap, which makes water wetter. If you ever grew up watching, what's that scientist, Bill Nye the Science Guy, there's an episode on, if you go watch it, I'm sure you could probably pull it up on YouTube, it talks about soap makes water wetter. So there's other stuff that helps too, you add glycerin as a humectant, drawing moisture to your skin. That makes it slick too. So I'm almost there. And you know what? This is a brand new brush. I've probably used it maybe three, 4 times now, shaving with it. And it's been such a long time since I bought a brand new synthetic brush, but I've already lost like 10 hairs on this thing, so I'm hoping that this brush doesn't go crazy with losing a lot of hair, because it's extremely soft. I like it, and it's worst case scenario, if it goes crazy losing hairs out of the knot, I could just send it to one of my buddies that will take the knot out for me and re-knot it. So but I don't want to have to deal with re-knotting the brush, just because then I have to send it off and wait for it to come back, because there's tons of different knots that you can put in, and there's starting to be all kinds of places where you can buy knots from off the internet, off tons of Etsy sites and too. So as you can see, here's another one that just came out. Another hair that just came out. I don't know if you can see that or not, but every shave it's been about 2 or 3. Granted, this is still a brand new brush, and I know I'm gonna lose some even from a synthetic standpoint, but I shouldn't be losing a lot. Alright, so the reason why I have this on 6 is because I have a couple days of growth and I want to see this. So depending on how it feels, I've heard a lot of people say that it's extremely smooth. I might just keep it on 6 the whole time, just so that I don't have to do very many passes on my head. But oh wow, this thing, it's as good as everybody says. It's this 6. It's not aggressive like I thought it was going to be. But I mean, if you saw how much hair was there, but it's mowing it down efficiently, and there's no irritation. It's extremely smooth. I'm glad I pulled the trigger on this. If you're looking to get one, I saw on a post from Rockwell on their Facebook page, I think it was, and I can't remember if it was from their Facebook page or email, but I'm pretty sure it was their Facebook page, where they said that they had they only had a few left at Rockwell, because they were low, waiting for the next run of razors to be made. But I got this one I ordered this one from Maggard's, and the last time I checked, there was, I believe, like 40 of these in stock. So I'm not sure what they're at now. This was like probably when I ordered this, there was 42, and then when I was tracking, I just went to go see how many was in stock, and there was like 2 more. Like some other people had ordered some a couple days after I ordered mine, and they were down to like 40, I think. So I'd imagine they're probably around the same, unless they just had a giant ordering spree of Rockwell razors. But this thing is pretty good. I wonder how I'm gonna try the one out on my face when I do my face shave after this. I mean, that's extremely smooth. After one pass, and I had like probably 4 days of growth on my head. I was saving it up so I could do a video for you guys tonight. It's Sunday night, and depending on if I get time, I probably will upload this tomorrow afternoon, or I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to edit it tonight. So by the time this video goes up, it'll be Monday sometime. Monday, late afternoon, Monday night. But alright, let me rinse off and feel how this thing did. Well, after one pass, pretty much got everything everywhere. There's a over here I need to clean up, and a couple spots back here, but overall, I nicked myself somewhere. Oh, right there. Overall, it did extremely good. So let me load up again, and we'll clean it up. I think that's all I need is 2 passes tonight, maybe an extra cleaning, but I don't think I'll need much more than that. A little bit more water in here. I really like this brush. I hope the hairs and the fibers, I should say, in this brush don't fall out anymore. And it stops, because all my other synthetics I have, I think maybe the others, I should say, the Sterling brush I have that's like this one, it's the same type of knot, if not the same knot. That one lost probably like a good handful of hairs. I can't remember the exact number, but it did it for a couple weeks, and then it stopped. It's not losing hairs anymore. Alright, so let's go this way here. I don't know if you guys can hear that feedback, but this razor is extremely smooth. I'm glad I bought it. It's definitely worth the money, because it's extremely smooth, the weight's good, it's efficient, but it's not aggressive in the fact that you feel a lot of blade. And if you like to feel a lot of blade, then you probably won't like this, but I have to say that it's pretty efficient, because no problem knocking down 4 days of growth. And I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 days on my head. It's been a few days since I shaved. Alright, let me see how this is. Yep. I got everything. Let me get this one spot right here. And I don't recommend doing this if you're a new wet shaver, but it's so slick right now that I don't need to put any more soap on. It's extremely slick, so it's just gliding right over. Yep, we'll spot right there. There we go. Alright, let me rinse off. Alright, I'm back. And extremely smooth. 2 passes and a couple clean spots. Really nice. Alright, so let me go ahead and do this post shave for you guys. Let me go ahead and put some Thayer's, the cucumber. This stuff smells really good. It smells just like cucumbers. So I'm sure it's got to have the same properties as cucumbers do, which are very soothing. If you wanted to, you could just probably put that one on. Out of all the witch hazels I've used, I'd have to say probably the rose and the cucumber probably are the most soothing ones. Because I've tried the other one I tried is lavender, and sometimes that one stings a little bit. But that all depends on the shade too. So, but not with that one. So I'm gonna match this up with because I don't have aftershaves yet. I'm still working on them. But I'm gonna use Ginger's Garden Amerikesh. This kind of has like not a matching scent, but it's got like a complementary scent, and you don't need much from hers. And it's got aloe vera, alcohol, glycerin, water, propylene glycol, fragrance, menthol, and benzophenone 2, whatever that is. Probably some kind of preservative, maybe. But it feels really good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a matching balm of hers, just because I know every time I shave my head, just from the area, it doesn't matter where I live, my head gets dried out. So I like to put moisturizer back on my head. So I always use a balm. So I'm using her Menthol Snow Balm. This stuff's pretty good. I bought this secondhand, and I've had it for like 2 years. And this stuff works really good. It has a nice little cooling feeling because it has the menthol. But man, that's an extremely smooth shave. Extremely smooth shave. So I'm gonna start here. Alright, so that was my shave. Just to recap here, I used my on the 6 plate. I don't know if you can see that. See on the 6 plate there. Oops. You see that? Oh. I'm getting all over the place here. Right there. Used my Skullbuster soap, Kumbaya, Maggard Razor, 26mm plus on type knot, and then I finished it up with Ginger's Gardens Amerikesh and aftershave balm menthol snow. So hope you guys have a good night, had a good weekend, and gonna have a good work week this coming up week. So I know 2 weeks, actually no, this coming up weekend, Saturday the 26th, I'm gonna be in Manhattan for our New York City meetup shave cruise that Peter Charkalis put together. So we'll be on there for a couple hours, and then there's an after party that is going to be going on at Pasteur. So if you're in Manhattan on the 26th, I think there's going to be Pasteur's. I'm not sure how long they're going to be open for, but after we're done with the shave cruise, we're all going back there for some stuff. So I'm sure there'll be a bunch of people at Pasteur's in the early evening. But I had a great shave. Hope to see you guys back. Thank you for coming to watch my videos, and if you like these videos and stuff, just subscribe and hit the like button down below. Have a good night.